Today's the day that your life changes forever, okay? Something shifted within you in the past couple of days where you just realized like you are done with this shit and you were like, no, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm changing. I need to make a change. And it feels like you are finally understanding the power of your authenticity, your realness, your voice, and you're done pretending that that's not who you are. For so long, like I'd say for the past year, actually the last 2 years or longer, you've been in a phase in your life where you haven't felt like yourself, and you know who you are, but you've had to put yourself in a box. This might be for a relationship, this might be for a job, this might be, I can't really think of anything else it would be for, but there could be something else as well. Whatever it is, you felt like you had to shrink yourself and put yourself in a box to fit into this environment, into this energy. And it's made you feel really disconnected from yourself. I feel like you are somebody that's very real, blunt, and you say things exactly how they are. You're very passionate, and your voice is very important in your purpose and in your journey. However, you felt disconnected from yourself because you stopped using your voice. Oh, I'm getting full body chills, Jesus Christ. And you know you've been disconnected from yourself for a while, and you know it's because of this thing, but you've been blaming this thing for the reason why, and it's not the thing. It's because you stopped using your voice and you let this thing have power over you. And you may be thinking like, well, I'm not able to use my voice because of, like, say for example, you work at a job, you're not allowed to say exactly what you want all the time because you might get fired, or you might ruffle some feathers, or blah, 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 blah. And, or in a relationship, I mean, you should be able to use your voice in a relationship, but you probably felt like you couldn't because of whatever reason. But you're realizing now that you just don't give a fuck anymore. Like, you're literally like, well, do I even want this thing in my life? Like, why was I even trying so hard to fit into this? Like, and I feel like you're starting to realize now that, like, even though you can't see them right now, you know that there's like millions of opportunities. Like, you're fully aware, like, holy shit, we're on a rock floating in space. Why the fuck am I wasting my time being miserable over this? Why the fuck am I wasting my years of my life feeling disconnected from myself over something I don't give a fuck about? So you're starting to, like, stop caring. You're starting to be more blunt, and you're starting to be more authentic. And it is shifting you into the reality where you actually get everything you want. It's shifting you into the reality where you actually are living out your divine purpose. And it's only a matter of time that whatever you're manifesting actually comes into fruition, because the more that you speak your truth and own your power and just are yourself and not caring who you upset by doing that, the more that you're attracting this dream into your life. It's really important that you act when you get the nudge. So, like, for example, this video that I'm filming right now, I was having the thought, the feeling, the emotion of everything I'm saying right now, and instantly I was like, well, my throat kind of hurts, like, let me get a coffee first because I don't want to like make my throat more sore, or oh, I don't really know what I want to say, like, whatever, let me just wait. And then I stopped myself and I was like, no, I have to film now. I have to film now. And I was also like, I just woke up. I don't feel cute. And I was like, I have to film now or I'm going to lose it. And I've noticed that with myself. And, oh, this reminds me. I saw something the other day that Michael Jackson called his team and said at like 3 a.m. and they were like, get down to the studio now, I have an idea for a song. And they all thought he was crazy, and he was like, if we don't do this now, God is going to give the idea to Prince. And that is so true that God, so basically everything that you do with passion, you're channeling God. God gives you these ideas. You don't just like think of an idea for something. Like, yes, you are thinking of the idea, but where is that idea coming from? It's a download, okay? So when you get that intuitive feeling, if you don't use it right away, in the moment, it's not gonna have the same energy. And I'm not saying to never plan and to never take time to perfect things, but there's certain things that you have to act on right away. And I'm not saying like for example, let's say it was a video. I'm not saying that you have to just immediately film and immediately post, because let's say you wanted just some more planning, refining, details, all of that. You can still do that. You can still refine it, but it's about getting it out right away on paper or on something to like solidify your idea, because if you don't get it out right away, you might lose it, or God might give the idea to someone else. And you are a channeler, so it's important that you channel when your spirit and your body are aligned in that moment. I just feel like you're on the verge of a breakthrough, and the mindset work, the spells, the affirmations, the subliminals, everything that you're doing, it is shifting you. You are shifting into the reality where you get everything that you want, and all it takes is one change. If you align the spirituality with the action, you are bound to be successful. All it takes is one spell to shift the energy, and then the energy shifts, it plants the idea, it plants the nudge to be like, oh, maybe I should do this differently, maybe I should do this. All of a sudden you do that and the shift happens. That's how quickly it can happen. That's how quickly something can blow up. For example, like I keep thinking of content creation, so because that's what I want to do, and you might also want to be a content creator, but like think about people that just blew up overnight and just had a platform, and suddenly they're getting brand deals, and suddenly they have a community. And you might want something deeper than that. Like you might want to do something deeper than just blow up on TikTok over like maybe something silly. You might want something deeper, a community. You might want something deeper and more meaningful. And that doesn't mean that you can't have that, but I'm feeling like a lot of people do want something deeper, and know that it can happen for you too. You don't have to just blow up in one way, if that makes sense. I'm thinking of Stargirl the Practical Witch. She's a tarot reader on YouTube. She always tells a story of how she was posting, and then one night she was like digging through her car for change for her and her cousin, I think, so they could just eat some tacos because they had no money for food. And the next day she blew up and her whole life changed. Like, everything can change in the blink of an eye, and it's hard to remember that, but surround yourself with other people's success stories. I feel like right now your environment, it's very negative, it's very a heavy cloud, and it's very monotonous, like same thing every day. So it's hard for you to stay, like you're doing the right things with the mindset work, the affirmations, the subliminals, doing spells, trying to reality shift, doing these different techniques that you see online. You're doing all the right things, but I feel like it's hard for you to keep your mind positive because of your environment. It almost feels like, how am I supposed to stay in this delusional reality? Like, you know how they say you have to just believe you're in that reality, and you're thinking like, well, how am I supposed to do that when I still have to go to my job every day and I still have to be surrounded by shit that like pull me out of that energy? And it's fucking hard. But I think that you need to surround yourself with other people's success stories, like real things that you can be like, oh my god, they did that, like what's different from me to them? Maybe not compare yourself to people that you feel like you're less than, because that might make you feel like, oh well, yeah, of course it would happen to them, they're this person. No, you need to surround yourself with like real people's success stories, and celebrities as well, but I'm just saying, like, not like insane celebrities that will make you feel like it's unattainable. Even though there are lots of celebrities that have like from the ground up stories. Like find those stories basically and surround your mind with them. Like fill your mind with them and think about them every day. And as for the negative environment and you getting sucked back into that negativity, it's really important that you don't react, because your 3D environment is constantly trying to bait you. I've noticed that. It's like as soon as you start making a mindset change, all of a sudden like somebody will say something so fucking crazy and you're like, I'm sorry, what? But if you start to elevate your mind, you'll start to see it as all a fucking joke. It's all a fucking simulation, and it will become so obvious that you're being baited that you'll literally laugh and be like, yeah, I'm not falling for that. Like, that was too obviously like Matrix level shit. If you start to view yourself like you're in a video game, think about the dumb shit. Like, I don't play video games, but I'm just trying to think of some dumb shit an NPC would say in a video game, and like where you're just like in your own world, and then they come up to you and they're just like, they're trying to fight you or trying to, like, it's not real. It's not real. It's all just some bullshit to either level you up in some way or see if you're still in that past energy. And as soon as you react, as soon as you give it validity and act like it's real, it just became real. Treat it all like a fucking joke because you don't care about it anyways. Why would you treat something that you don't give a fuck about with, like, why would you treat it like it's real and put energy into it and be like, oh my God, like, I have to take this seriously? No, you don't. It's not real. And something else for you to imagine is if you were a TV show, which you are, but we won't get into that. If you were a TV show and people were watching your show, what do you think they'd be screaming at the television right now? What do you think that they would be freaking out and wanting you to do? Would they want you to say, fuck it, quit the job, and find something different? Would they want you to say, fuck that guy and he doesn't mean shit and I'm so much better on my own? Would they want you to do something spontaneous? Would they want you to do something brave? Would they want you to do something out of this world? I always think about that, and what always comes up for me is they would want me to do something brave and out of this world and spontaneous, because it doesn't matter anyways. Like, it's not real, and there's no point in taking it so seriously. Like, I always come back to this energy of like, it's not that serious, just do something wild. And so I think there's different techniques and mindset things that you need to keep in mind and hold on to in order for you to get through this in-between phase. Because everything in your reality that you're seeing now is a past mindset embodied in physical form. So in the past, you complained, I hate my job, and that manifested into what it is now. But now you're actively making the mindset shift, you're actively putting in the work, doing the affirmations, but it's not going to show up right when you do that, because the physical reality is always seconds behind. And so all of those seconds, I mean, I don't know the exact fucking science and math behind it, but I'm just thinking what I'm feeling right now. I'm just saying what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that all of those seconds, the lag, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, let's say, like, if the universe is always lagging, that lag has to build up into, like, a bigger lag, that things are always, like, really far behind, or it appears that way. But they're actually not. The lag just hasn't caught up yet. Moral of the story is, keep doing what you're doing. It feels like you've already made the shift, you've already made the breakthrough, and it's only a matter of, like, I'm hearing days. It's only a matter of days for things to shift in your favor. Like, I feel like something did already shift, and you might not have realized how big of a deal it was, and that's only the beginning. That's only the beginning. I wish you guys the best. Please let me know what is changing for you or what you are manifesting down below. I would love to hear about it. I'm Soul and Beauty. If you like my vibe, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!